Hey, good morning. This is Mayor Valensky with Driving Markets. I want to wish all our Jewish listeners happy Passover. Let's kick off. Remember, anything said in this piece is an opinion only. Okay, so I just tidied myself up. That's it. A bit better for the broadcast. Okay, let's kick off. So, a couple of things to talk about. First of all, Dimon, head of JP Morgan, stated yesterday in a key speech to economists and clients that this banking crisis is going to continue. Now, we've been saying it on Driving Markets for a while that this is not the end of the banking crisis. We saw just as a blip, and it's going to continue. And JP Morgan, being a big fan of Driving Markets, has restated over that this banking crisis is probably going to continue for a while and going to have an impact for years to come. The question is not if, but when a tier 1 bank like Deutsche Bank or like BNP Paribas, which I've stated over and over again for the record are in trouble, will fail or fall and need hundreds of billions of euros or dollars pumped into it in order to save the bank. Now, if, for example, Deutsche Bank was to fall, you're probably looking in the region of, in my opinion, between 1 and 2 trillion euros to be pumped into Deutsche Bank. It's one of the top 10 banks in the world. It's got major financial problems there, and it's just a matter of time before it significantly is impacted or begins to fail. That is aware to all of the governments and the central banks. So JP Morgan or Jamie Dimon stated the obvious, that following SVB and Signature and Silvergate Crypto Bank and First Republic, it's not good news for the banks that are buying up their deposits or buying up their clients. You would have thought it is good news, but it's not, because it sends a shot of breach or lack of confidence within the account holder that the system is simply not working. Okay, that is simply it regarding the banking crisis. Other numbers came out which frightened the market. The Institute of Supply Management, the ISM, which is a gauge of manufacturing activity within the US, came in much lower than expected, and that frightened analysts Wall Street that the economy is going to go into a dive or going to go into a recession. Now, I've already stated on this channel that we are going to go into recession. Technically, we may be saved, because when GDP shows a positive number, then that is technically not a recession. However, the actual effect or impact of the man in the street, what he feels in his pocket, and how his outlook on overall on the economy is one of concern and one is definite nervousness, and there is a recession out there effectively within the man in the street or within Joe Public, because they're feeling it as a result of the cost of living and the continuous rising price of energy, housing, and obviously food being the major one. Oil. Now, oil went up. It's been up significantly since OPEC announced that it's cutting production, as well as Russia and Kazakhstan. I have stated overall that oil will creep up from the lower levels of $69 or $70 a barrel all the way through to 80, 85. It's already there. It's down at $82. It's $82 a barrel now, US sweet light crude, and likely to move up further. If it doesn't, there'll be a further cut in production by OPEC, because they really want it at $85 to $90 a barrel in order for the OPEC countries to survive. Now, some of those OPEC countries are pretty horrendous in terms of dictatorships and governments. One of the members is Iran and one is Venezuela. Both of them have horrendous economies, and they need oil price to be pumped up significantly in order to save their economies and effectively save their governments. Gold. I did say that gold is going to push towards the $2,000 level. It's breached that. I said next stop's 2040. Well, actually, the next stop's probably going to be $2,100 a barrel, looking at $2,100 an ounce. Sorry, not a barrel. $2,100 an ounce for those of you who are listening on gold. Regarding foreign exchange, dollar slightly weaker yesterday against the euro and the pound. Mainly concerns regarding economic concerns push the dollar down. I do expect the dollar over the next year to continuously falling or be suppressed or subdued against the majors. The pound was stronger because it's already pricing into the forex markets or foreign exchange markets. They're pricing in the next rate hike in the UK. Is it going to be 25 basis points or is it going to be 50 basis points? Interestingly enough, the Reserve Bank of Australia put interest rates on hold because they feel as though inflation is under control. So there's no interest rate rise by the RBA in Australia. That was a good indicator. That was a good sign. Dogecoin, those who have followed cryptocurrencies, Dogecoin has shot up over 36% in the last 48 hours, all on the back of Elon Musk and all on the back of speculation that he is targeting it and he loves Dogecoin. That's an interesting one. So that's gone up all the way from 0.06 cents a coin to around about 11.5 cents a coin. It's gone up significantly. That's not in the last 36 hours. That's it's gone up in the last 36 hours from about 9 to about 11.5. But overall, the last few months gone from 6 over to about 11.5. Interesting one to watch. It has been as high as 98. Those of you who are crypto followers and follow Dogecoin. Bitcoin again back above the 28,000, seems to want to test the 30,000 level. I think it will. From there, the next level will be 35. A lot of viewers don't like Bitcoin. A lot of viewers don't like cryptos. I personally not a massive fan of them, but because they're so popular globally, I have to mention something regarding cryptocurrencies. The yield on the US 10-year Treasury dropped to 3.34%. That is really being hammered. The yield goes down, price goes up, so there could be a reach out or a safe haven for US 10-year treasuries. That's going to impact mortgages in the US, where the mortgage rates will come down as a result of the yield coming down, and that would be a boost to the Nasdaq, because the borrowings, as far as the Nasdaq is concerned, or high tech, is always favorable. This is Mayor Valensky with Driving Markets. Share, subscribe, comment. More than happy to hear from you. Hope you enjoy the channel. Let's grow it. Speak to you soon.